Well, hi, everybody. And on behalf of Accustats Video Productions, it's our pleasure to welcome you back to the 2017 Derby City Classic for the 2017 George Fells Memorial Straight Pool Challenge final match. We want to express our appreciation to some companies and people that have helped to make this event the success it's been and to reach new heights this year in prize money. Diamond Billiard Products, Simonis Cloth, and Aramuth. Thanks to those great companies for their continued support, along with a couple of our top professionals who have also been generous to help us out this year, Dynamite Darren Appleton and the Scorpion Johnny Archer. And there's a host of others that have supported this event, and we'll have our commentators pass that information along to you during the match. This is the final match of the 8-man single elimination tournament. The total prize fund for this event is approximately $23,000. The winner of our final match here will receive $6,500, and the runner-up will receive $4,350. This is one game to 125 points, all ball fouls with a 40-second shot clock. Now my pleasure to introduce our two finalists. From Yorkshire in the United Kingdom, a former China Open champion and a two-time member of Team Europe's Mosconi Cup. His qualifying run for this event was 2:25. He's sponsored by Kia Victorwood and Stara Jingpai. It's the powerhouse, Mr. Chris Melling. And originally from Helsinki, Finland, residing in New York City. He is a former champion of this event. He's also the reigning World Straight Pool champion. His qualifying run was 1:46. He's sponsored by Betmika, Mez, and Kamui. And also, ladies and gentlemen, in 2014, he received our sport's highest honor with his induction into the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame. Would you kindly welcome the Iceman, Mika Immonen? All right, gentlemen, please go ahead and lad for the break if you would. At this time, it's my pleasure to turn it over to our commentators, Mark Wilson and Mr. 400, John Schmidt. Take it away, guys.
Hello and welcome, Straight Pool fans. Special treat today. I got John Schmidt alongside me, calling all the action here in the George Fells finals of the Straight Pool event. My name is Mark Wilson. Welcome aboard, John.
Hi, Mark. Great to be here.
How about this? Melling, Immonen.
Oh, should be a fantastic match. Two players that are not only great players, but you have two guys that have been off the plane and practicing on the same tables for 7 days straight. We have dry air, new cloth, clean balls. So you're going to see possibly perfect pool in a 1 or 2 inning game. So winning the lag there, is huge for Chris.
125. Immonen will be breaking. No, Immonen is giving the break.
Oh, Mika won, excuse me. Yeah, that's big in a 125 format with the table playing this nice. You won't get a lot of chances, and they both know that.
Mika has perhaps more of a straight pool pedigree. I don't know that Chris Melling's played a lot, but he qualified in this with what, a 225?
225, and I watched his patterns, and YouTube is great. It's brought a lot of interest, but it's kind of screwed up my career because now everybody knows how to play straight pool right. So it's made it now. See, this is not where you would break off from. So maybe Chris doesn't get YouTube. Oh wow, that worked good. I might have to try that. Okay.
What a break! I've never seen that before.
Well, I've never seen anybody break from there, and it worked perfectly. Well, what do I know? I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Always looking for a dead ball.
Yeah, looking for a cadaver.
How about that 6?
Oh, yeah, kick 2 rails into the 8. That'd be a cool shot, wouldn't it?
I almost think he'd have to play it off the 2, which would probably
to drive it. Oh, okay, because the 6 is aimed high.
I'm afraid the 6 would go high if you go 2 cushions.
Now, if you decide those balls aren't dead, then you come off the 1 and go back to about where you're at. Or you could drive into the 1 and leave the cue ball behind the pile. Either way, Mika's in a tough spot here.
And he's right on the edge. It's just an awkward position. Even if this ball is almost dead, it's real hard to manufacture anything. We are playing with the shot clock, and Mika's already used his extension. I don't know if the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll play a safety here. Oh, he went for it and scratched.
Yeah, that was the problem, going off the 2-ball.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's... well, this is a dream start for Chris.
This is exactly what we think that Chris probably won't be as tactically sound, but if you leave him open balls, this guy can
from
hurt
here
you.
he knows what to do, for sure. Now, the people at home that have never seen him play, you're going to find this stroke quite interesting. It's I find it amazing that he can play this way, because I've tried it. I just can't do anything, but it's probably from his snooker upbringing. The huge hesitation in the back, it looks super cool. When he's hitting them good, it's mesmerizing.
Fearless shot maker.
Oh, for sure. Nice pocket speed. When you have a table this dry and clean and the perfect conditions, you really can lean on pocket speeding the balls, and you'll just find that you hardly are going to miss. The only time you can miss is if you hammer it and the pockets play small, of course. Oh, that was kind of a courageous way to shoot. Oh, my goodness. He just hooked himself.
He's smiling.
Oh, boy.
So he's going to run 2.
Oh, my
face
goodness.
with the bank. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Now he has to shoot a bank after a 2-ball run with an open tape.
And jacked up bank. It's
I've
all
been there,
ball
Chris. I've been there, buddy. You're not the first to do that. Watch, he'll spear this right in, probably. There's a lot of heat on him right here to make this. Drano. Dead punch. Boy, it's a good feeling when every shot just looks like ball in hand to you. I don't know what that's like, but I hear it's a good feeling.
It is, yes.
Well, you can try to cut the 3. You got to turn the cue ball loose a little bit, or spin the cue ball into that 13. Oh, good shot. Oh, good shot. All right, he's back in line. Tough rack, though, Mark. You don't have a break shot. A lot of congestion, and he'll do well with the first tee jitters and a tough rack to get through this rack and get started.
7 to the 11? No, he's looking at...
Yeah, I would fall on the 11, but, in a spot like this, you really need to undo some of the problems super early.
He's going to go for the 5.
Yeah, the 5 doesn't really lead to much. I mean, he's got his work cut out. Probably shoot the 1-13 combination next.
He's going to the 11 now.
Oh, wow. Okay. That took some guts there. A lot could have went wrong right there.
I think he's going after the 2 and the 8 right here with the cue ball. And I'm
Yeah, you
recommending
better
it.
not miss him. Right, I wouldn't shoot that. I wouldn't shoot that at all. Right, he knew not to do it. He had that little innate sense that these top players have that just tells them there's danger here. Don't do that.
Uh-huh.
He's just so pool smart. Even though he hasn't played as much straight pool as Mika, he's just so smart on a pool table or a snooker table that he's not going to trick himself too often.
Well, combination, 14-6.
I love his rhythm, too. Just bang, 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 gets on with it. Yeah, pocket speed. There you go.
A couple other players that have a distinct pause at the end of their backswing. Allison Fisher, Buddy Hall.
Sure. Oh, yeah, believe me, I'm fascinated with the way he cues, and I've tried it. I've just struggled.
What it does for him is it keeps his transition real smooth from backswing to foreswing, and that really aids accuracy because we have a tendency to get quick and jerky and short.
Yes. But now here, I would try to just clip the 2 lightly. The 2 would come towards him, and the 9 should slide over, and you're going to shoot the 8 up in the corner or the 14. Don't hit the 2 hard and wreck everything to the rail. Well, that's fine too. That was shot with some precision, and
can he develop the 2 balls?
He can develop the 2 here. That's what he'd like to do. Again, this is where that triangle helps you a little bit too.
Yeah, we were talking about the markings on the table that are missing from a normal straight pool tournament.
He's going to have to hit this real easy, this 9 ball. Good shot. Yeah, he developed the 2 nicely. Good shot, Chris. Now come up right into the triangle, and then shoot the 8 in the side. He overran his mark. Now he's going to have to probably follow to the rail and over. Except a longer shot on the break ball. Perfect. Oh, yeah, he's just in debt. And see, this is what I mean. When you let these great, great players play for a week on the same equipment, they're going to play to the absolute top of their ability.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is just an important point for straight pool fanatics, but nevertheless, Mika shot a shot, tried to force the issue, scratched. Now, Chris Melling is on a run.
Oh, yeah.
So he's quite likely forgotten
that
this inning began with a foul. So if Melling ever gets in trouble, he can.
But what's interesting about it is, will Melling remember that?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He needs to be like you would. But most people that don't will forget. It's super important tactically speaking.
Oh, I thought he was going to get tangled up. Okay.
He kind of did. Well, he can make the combination, it looks like.
This diamond plays great, but for straight pull, it could not play easier. So, and I'm not taking anything away from their play, but what I'm saying is it puts a lot of pressure on you because you know if you mess up, you might not get back to the table. Mika is very likely to never shoot again, and that's a haunting feeling as you're shooting. And Chris knows it too. Chris is thinking, man, I cannot let this guy back to the table.
He's got this rack split wide open.
Oh, he sure does.
He can kind of have his way with this.
Well, the pattern that jumps up right off the bat is 9-6-8 at the end. So we'll try to run the rack, and you want a nice ball to pivot to the 9. So possibly, 14 on the side, and then go 13, 9, 6, 8, something along those lines. Unless you bump into them, you got to change. What these great players are good at doing though is they play the patterns in a manner to where they have margin for error, so when something goes wrong, they can also do it a couple other ways. And Mika, for sure, Mika's played enough of this to just have that little sense of, well, if I shoot this shot and screw up later, then I can still do this. But the 9-6-8's laying real nice, and I'm sure he sees that.
Are you saying the 8 is the break shot?
Yeah, the 8's the break shot. It's a fraction low. Okay, get the 1 out of there. Nice shot. He'd like to remove. I would think he'll come over and get this pink 4 now because it's a kind of an unhelpful straggler hanging down. Run into the 6 lightly maybe. Push it. Okay, good shot. Well, he overran his mark a touch there. Yeah, see, now he has to shoot. Now he's going to go into the 7, and this is where things can get a little. Oh, good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, he's back in line. But the viewers at home can obviously see 9-6-8 is that nice in pattern. So I think that's what he's going to go with. But
22.
Yeah.
Tell you, I really wouldn't
like his style. Yeah.
I wouldn't object to the 13 as my break shot.
Yeah, 13's fine. The only problem with it is getting the 13. Excuse me. Yeah, that would be a good break ball. But
he's removing it now.
Yeah, I would have been a fan of maybe leaving that.
Just because the 8's a little low and it's a little distance from the rack, too.
In his defense, though, because some people say, well, you should have done this, should have done that. What you're trying to do when you're in a match is not miss, and you're trying to shoot shots you're comfortable with that won't skid, miscue, or be missed. And sometimes that's not going to be the perfect pattern, but it's the pattern that keeps you at the table.
Schmitty called this pattern way early in the rack, 9-6-8.
Well, like I said, I got YouTube, so, I learned.
You invented it.
Yeah, but I'm impressed because he's seen it too. I mean, he didn't, he traveled the cue ball around a little more maybe than is ideal, but his pool sense is his pool IQ is about 200. He just understands what's going on a pool table as good as anybody. Now, this shot, you want to cheat through the left side of the pocket and follow the cue ball just to the rail, bounce off about 1 inch. Perfect. Good shot.
Beautiful. Now he's got a nice angle to travel into the lower half of the rack.
I was wrong. Not 1 inch, a couple inches like he did, actually. That was perfect. Nice shooting. A lot of pressure on Mika. Momentum's in Chris's favor. I would say on paper, Mika's in big trouble here. You've got a guy who's in dead stroke, breaking the balls on a table that really lends itself to running big numbers. So, I don't know. I'd make Mika a huge underdog from here.
28 unfinished. Mika has -1. 3 foul rule. They go a total loss of 18 points every break in the event that would occur. Is that the rule that they play? Or?
Am I losing my mind? 28 unfinished. I thought that was the first rack he just ran.
No.
What?
Oh,
you've got to be kidding.
He just thinned that in the side, not even worry about it. Looks like the 2-ball.
Oh, wow, that's kind of fortunate when you can, And that's amazing, as clean as these balls are, when you break them like that they would be that stuck together.
Yeah. He did not have anything spin-wise on the cue ball, and that's why it lodged up in the pack. He would have had some high or low, one way or the other.
Oh, wow, he has to shoot this. Well, this is the one guy you don't want to shoot this ball.
Right.
This looks like ball in hand to him.
On a 6x12, he's used to having to shoot this. So he's considering position. That'd be like gasping for I hope to somehow, if I could just stagger this in, whatever I get, I'll be happy with.
Yeah, exactly.
He's looking at positions. Okay, here's where I got to get.
See, this is where you can also take the foul. Because Mika, and I would be willing to bet, doesn't remember that. Well, he plays so fast, I don't even remember him running 2 racks. I thought it was 14. Wow, what a shot this is going to be. Super tough.
Oh.
And again, now, that's how tough a shot it was. One of the greatest shot makers in the world missed it. And you always hear people in crowds say, he missed an easy shot. If it was easy, he wouldn't have missed it.
Right.
So that was a tough shot.
Absolutely.
And again, huge turn of events. Mika's thinking, holy cow, I'm back at the table. I can't believe it. Mika's got to make a nice shot here. Doesn't have much to start with. He's going to decide to chip into the balls and kind of follow off them. Oh, boy. He had the insurance ball down to 5. That was smart. Mika's such an intelligent player, though. I love the way he plays. And I'm kind of I think a tough judge on straight pull because I've played it enough to and I think he plays fantastic.
He's also very fit.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a fitness nut. I mean, runs and jogs and eats right and all that stuff. Yeah, I kind of hate him for that, but because I just don't have the discipline for that. But, I mean, jeez.
Three ball.
Shooting a combination. Nice shot.
That help matters quite a bit.
Yes. Well, every time you play a straight pull match, you kind of dream of the perfect game. You run, and then when it doesn't happen, you start making boo-boos. It's easy to get down on yourself or a little embarrassed, but the idea is to win the match and hang tough. And not every straight pull match is a 100-ball run, and it makes you appreciate the 100-ball runs more because, contrary to what most people believe, these guys don't run 100 every shot. So this could be a dogfight and a lot of mistakes could be made, or Mika might run out from here. We'll see. Tough layout here, Mark. He's got a lot of traffic. He's got to try to develop a break ball. I mean, the 7 would work. 6 would work off the back rail, but
most people at home would be looking and saying, well, what's the big deal? They're kind of open and everything. The deal is this. You're always trying to play balls that have any iffiness to them with insurance balls, and that's hard work, and that's where it's draining mentally. If you just run around the table pocketing whatever's in front of you, it's not a big deal, but you won't have a run either. You won't have a big run. That's right,
exactly. Well, you're a great player yourself in your own right, and you play great straight pull, and I know that everybody's style is different, but pattern play wise, we can all talk about what he should have done. I have a theory of if you play pocket speed and leave a lot of insurance, unlock lanes, you're going to do well playing straight pull. And don't take more chances than is necessary. And Mika's in trouble here. He's a little too straight, doesn't have much to shoot. I mean, he had to really make a stroke there. That was a good stroke.
But still,
he's got work.
Yeah, this is...
Now, okay, he could shoot the 2. Is he going into the 12? Oh, okay, good stroke.
Now he's close enough he can maybe play the 1 next.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this will work here. He's gonna work his way around these balls and use the 7 as a break ball. Falling on the 7 will be difficult.
9.
Really baby this in soft to hold the correct. There you go.
This is one of these where sometimes I'll take a chance to bump the 11 up and break from underneath, too.
Yes, I kind of like that. I don't know if he'll do that, but that's okay. Now that's gotten away from him a little bit. He's going to have to do something here to get out.
I guess he just rolled us in and then draw the 11.
But I mean, like I said, the transition to the brown 7 is going to be difficult. He's going to do well to get out here. Oh, that's perfect. I just try not to draw it right in the side or hit the 7. It takes a lot of touch here.
You know how you avoid drawing it inside, Smitty?
Well, try to draw it in the side.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Oh, good shot. I mean, that is just...
Oh, boy. World class.
That's just a world-class touch.
Yeah. It wasn't super hot draw. It was just one of those in-between draws with the right speed and the right angle.
Well, to their credit, too, you've been playing on the other tables, which don't have the TV lights. So this table is more frictionless than any of the other tables in the building. And those little subtle draws, those are the ones that'll trick you because you've been hitting them on other tables for 7 days straight. So I was very impressed with that position play there. All right, now you want to hit this break shot with 12 o'clock. You don't have to get carried away with left or right English. Just hold still and follow through with a level cue and really stroke it because you don't want the cue ball to hop. There you go. Oh, my goodness, he hit it into the
No
rail.
Pause. Just kind of, this is the second time Melling comes to the table with just exactly what he needs to play or excel.
Obviously Mika's disgusted missing that, but what that shows is just how difficult pool is and how monumental of a feat it is when you run 100, 200 balls. Because here's one of the best players in the world. He missed a shot that you would think is easy, but it's not. So I kind of find that fascinating when you see great players miss balls because it's a testament to how hard the game is and how great a run of 225 is like Chris Melling did or whatever. So it adds a little excitement. But Mika... boy, I mean, he doesn't miss that shot very often, so I know he is quite disgusted. All right, now Chris has to, there's a lot of ways to run this rack, but you need to get rid of that 8. The 11, 7, 13 down by Chris, I would leave there for the moment because they all kind of lend themselves to position down there, so you don't have to panic and deal with those. You need to unlock a couple lanes here first. Well, he's shooting off kind of an ideal break ball. I'm really... a little surprised.
I think he committed to the one early.
Well, the one would be his best break ball, but there's nothing wrong with leaving another one, and if you can. But this is fine too. I mean, he's going to be okay, and he's as good with the rake as anybody. They call it the rest, I believe, but that is just super comfortable using that. Yeah,
and super important when you have his height, and then you play snooker too.
Yes. Now, you could develop the 6 here. He can draw off the orange and pull the 6 back for a break ball, or he can stun the cue ball forward and get the 10. I mean, a lot of ways to do it. A lot of ways to do it. People talk about patterns. Forget patterns. Just stick to the rules of what I was talking about earlier, and that will actually lead you to the correct pattern. If you're always trying to play pocket speed with insurance balls, not traveling the cue ball, unlocking lanes, removing balls that are trouble, it kind of explains the pattern. There you go. Nice shot.
Well, you could hear the ringing echo throughout the hall here. He popped that one in there pretty good.
Now, what I kind of like here, Mark, what I think would work is to go 10-8. Okay, now go 8-3, 14-6, and then come up table and use those 3 balls as your key balls because they all help each other. And he should be good to go.
So Smitty's advocating clear off one end and then go to the other end.
Perfect.
And work hard to get the right angle to easily transfer to your break shot.
Use a little high left English here instead of high right just to avoid the skid or the kick as the snooker players like to call it. Oh, wow. I mean, he just grabs the wrist like so nonchalant. I'd be scared to death to use that thing on this shot. God, that's brave. I could not shoot that with that thing.
Smooth cueing action.
I know. It's amazing. I mean, you're looking at a extremely talented pool player right here. I promise you. I've watched him all week, and He's as good as anybody breathing.
Looks like he's just going to stop this and take the angle. So no, he's going to go this way.
I like this shot. Yeah, this is fine too. Just come up. Now, don't get straight in like that though. Now go 2 rails with a little inside. Cheat the pocket a touch. Oh, he's going to draw it. Okay.
We don't like that. Too much time in no man's land.
Yeah, I mean, but he's in just such dead punch. But yeah, that probably was a little tougher than needed to be. But cool looking nonetheless. I liked it.
You know, as if we could get the overhead. All right, we got it. Here's Chris. He's got this ball and the cue ball's here. Okay, he pulls it back.
Right.
Back this way.
Out of play, out of play, out of play.
Too much time. Here, he's in the zone,
It gets better.
So it's slightly better. It's a little bit more classic, traditional, but like you said, he's stroking perfect. And he felt that shot and had no problem. And in the event, he got to the place he needed to be.
Right. Now you could hit this with follow or draw. Looks like he's going with a little draw. Oh, boy, the cue ball's going to kind of lay down on the back rail. This is a nightmare. Now, I would shoot the 3 because the 3 has sideboards, as I call it, because it can kind of hit the rail and slide in at pocket speed. But your cue ball would be just falling down behind the 8-9 combination. If you shoot the 2, it's a harder shot, but it lends to position. Now, I'd shoot this about a half mile an hour because I'm chicken. I bet he just kind of smooths it right in. Oh, he knew to pocket speed it. Nice stroke.
Good
Came
shot.
right down for position.
Good shot. Okay, good recovery.
Beautiful.
He shoots it without trepidation. You and I scared to death.
Oh, yeah. No, I say like 3 prayers and try to get alone before I shoot the shot. It's like... Okay, and try to... Yeah, he's got trouble, though. This is not an easy rack at all. He's got the 4-6 tied up.
Right.
A lot of congestion in the rack. He'll do well to get through this.
17.
Now, I think he would shoot this ball in the side, and if he can chip forward and push the 10 over a fraction and shoot the 12 next, that would be good. I can't see from here if he has an angle, but...
13 ball.
Okay, it looks like he's just going to kind of stop.
18.
He's played the goal with the pink.
Yeah, he's going to go into the balls here, which is fine with the rest. Amazing. Yeah, see, the Americans, we would just grab the extension and put it on the back of the cue, but he feels as comfortable doing this as you and I would just shooting a regular shot.
Right. Now, do you see a insurance ball here if he goes into these?
No. I mean, now, again, with these conditions, you figure for the balls to open, but this is risky. A lot can go wrong.
He's powering up for sure.
Good shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy. Very productive.
Yeah, that was very productive on a nice shot.
Now he can take care of the 6 here from the 5 if he wants to. It's hard to tell. If the 4 goes, he might not even bother with bumping it.
Right, and if it does go, I wouldn't bump into him. Right, I would get rid of the 15. The 15's
right.
Given the 7 grief, I'd go 14-7 or maybe 14-15. No, he's got angle. He'd have to go 5-15. And again, I can't exactly see down the shot line like him, so I'm going to always give the player the benefit of the doubt. One of my pet peeves is when the pool players say, oh, he should have done this, should have done that. Well, he's looking down the barrel. We're kind of up here above him.
Right. 6 ball's a break shot.
Yeah, 6 ball's nice. Got a decent key ball with the pink 4. He's going to work his way through this rack. The 4 is not real natural to get on, though. He has to do a little something to get on it, so the work is not over yet. Might even shoot it off here, to be honest. I'll tell you what I like to do here is I'd come off this orange 5 and come up and maybe brush the pink up a little bit. It's pretty free.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it would have been kind of free to just graze that up 3-4 inches, and then you have a stop in the side. But, again, he didn't do anything wrong there.
And when Schmitty says free, he meant that he had the 10 balls and insurance ball. So if he doesn't really develop the 4 the way he wanted to, he's still not in trouble.
It's a free stab to make things great, but if you don't pull it off, you're not in trouble. And so
really not much worse.
Right.
Yeah. Melling, he's just a ball pocketing machine.
Yeah.
He's
absolutely
unconcerned about any of the things that we're talking about. He's making balls. We're up here wringing our hands and saying, I don't know what I do.
I know. He just
look at him.
Now this is where this is where he has to make a decision. He's going to have to roll forward and get the perfect angle, hit the pink with high right English, middle right English. This can go wrong here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He could have jacked himself up. That was pretty courageous to shoot it like that.
Well, he's in good shape. He's going to be close to the
got
break shot
perfect,
here.
yeah. Cheat the pocket a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's just super confident, and Mika is going to have his hands full from here.
Certainly want to mention a couple of the great sponsors that participated in this, and we have Rich Klein, Bob Jewett, and naturally Diamond was already mentioned, Aramis, Simonis, Robert Goddard, Stu Matana, I know he's watching.
Thanks, Stu.
Yeah, Stan Haynes, and Dr. Chet Osborne. And then let's not forget our esteemed colleague, Bill Moropoulos Racing. Then, of course, Dennis Walsh.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I could go on and on about them, but the thing is, they not only donate money, I mean, they literally were in the straight pool room running the show 15 hours a day for 9 days straight. I mean, who does that? That's just an incredible thing. We can't thank you guys enough, and I think it's the greatest event that the Derby City puts on. I really do, Mark, and a lot of the players agree with me. Shaw, Appleton, all of them say, if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't even come to the tournament. It wouldn't make sense. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Just when I was ready to retire because I thought I sucked, I feel like there's hope for me. When I see these guys miss, it kind of makes me think I could maybe win a match once in a while.
The last two break shots, and you know, I could tell he went up and aimed where he wanted the cue ball to go, and that pack distracted him enough that it drew 15% of his attention. And you know better.
Yes.
You know you got to be focused on making the ball because it's easy. If you have just a split mind at all, you're going to miss.
Now, I am gonna, in their defense a little bit, what I think can happen is, okay, the one time you're hitting a shot hard is the break shot, which is where you get the most deflection if you use any kind of side spin. And this table will deflect more than any other table because it's more slidey. And it's a game of millimeters, not inches. That could have been a factor. But kind of surprised. And I think this match is kind of scratchy right now, and it's not real pretty. And I find that just as interesting as a 100-ball run.
Oh, yeah. And it's available for either player to seize the opportunity. They both have a couple good turns.
Oh, yeah, and a 125-point game on brand-new cloth. I mean, I would love to just know before the match you're going to get 3 offensive chances.
Yeah.
I mean, because you always feel like you're only going to get 1. And then when you get 3 at the end of the day and you lose, you go, man, I got all those chances and played tight. So the very next match, you know, they might run 240 or something. It's just a crazy game. But now let's get rid of that 15 on the side here. Perfect. Now he's got a real nice layout here if he can make this shot. He could push the 8 up just a touch.
Okay. Right after this 15 ball goes in, we get a second chance to look at this break shot. See it, Smitty?
Yes. Now let's see if he gets a kick or anything.
Let's see how the cue slashed high into the left.
It almost looked like he just at the last second kind of tried to, readjust his aim. And the straight pull's tough. Those break shots is what ruins everybody. And I have a ton of respect for the difficulty of the game because the break shot is hard. Just all there is to it.
Looks like Mika's fairly committed to the 4 ball for the break shot.
Oh, this is a great pattern. I mean, he wants to go 6, 8 at the end. The trick is falling on the 6 perfectly. So he's going to go 5, 9, 7, 6, 8. Because the 7 falls to the 6 better than the 9 would. Okay, so now you shoot the 9, stop, 7. Yeah, Mika just plays such nice patterns. He just sees them. I mean, unless he gets, a little out of line, I can't do it. This is perfect.
Much like Smitty mentioned earlier, it's nothing wrong with keeping 2 break shots.
Right.
Should he have a contingency?
Yeah, why not have 12 break shots, right?
If he doesn't get in trouble, if he gets in trouble on saving the 4, he's still got the 6 and can work to that side too. But in this case, look at this.
Yeah, now this is what an end of a straight pull rack would look like ideally. It doesn't always come that way, but our job is to not burn up all the racks that lay like that already. Like there's many times you break the balls and like a light bulb, you'll see as soon as you break them, the balls that are in the right spots. Well, your job as a straight pull player is to not mess those up.
Yeah.
Because you can't always get racks like that. But when you do, which is maybe 50% of the time, you try not to screw those up by running into stuff and making it harder than it is. And Mika is as good at that as anybody breathing. So now they both missed what we'd call a pretty easy break ball, although there is no such thing. So we'll see how he handles this.
Well, I think he'll be very focused on making sure he makes the ball and not worry. Top spin or back spin here?
Oh, no, top spin. Top right. I want the cue ball to hit the end rail and then hook kind of into the rack. If you hit it with 12 o'clock, the cue ball hits side rail, or hits the balls, hits the end rail, and scratches where Mika's standing. Now, he's going to draw it. Wow. And it's, okay, that's definitely different than I would have thought he'd have hit it.
But with the draw, it went into the pack of light, and so you didn't get the distribution that you would have had.
It's interesting because him and I talked about this the other day. I said, you break the balls lighter than any top player I've ever seen and kind of count on half that stack. And he goes, yeah, I just feel like, there's no reason to hit them hard. But it worked out for him there. But
16.
Well, the rack, he's got a lot of work.
I hate to be one of those commentators to say I would have done this and that, but my theory is, when I can open up all the balls in one shot, I gotta kind of go with that.
I guess he's playing for the 9 ball to go back into him here.
Yeah, and again, you have to break the balls twice now. I mean, you had a chance to do it once, so I'm a fan of opening them up, but everybody plays a little different.
He'll be naked, but he will have. There's not a back. Insurance ball,
but they should open pretty good here.
Right.
But you got to watch the cue ball hitting the 8, then the 12, and going right into the corner. He'll probably put a little draw on this. No, okay, that was a good shot. He hit it hard enough to avoid the collision on the 12. He'll shoot the 11 next, try to get back in line. It's a tough layout here.
He doesn't want to get stuck down below the pack.
No,
That's
he does not.
So I think he'll draw up out of there just because you almost can't get...
shoot the 3 next or something.
Yeah, you can't get in trouble. You can even go across and hit the 8 in next. You can go to the 7 next, but just don't get stuck on the bottom rail.
I'm fascinated with what we're seeing. I mean, these are two of the greatest players, and they both missed, in our sport, what would be considered like 3-foot putts, and I wonder how they're going to deal with it mentally. It's very easy to just get disgusted and start playing kind of rough, but it looks like Mika shook it off.
You could get rid of the 12 ball here. That wouldn't hurt.
That would be nice. Absolutely. You can just kind of graze into the orange 5. You'd have the 14 on the side.
I think he's kind of wanting to develop the 14 there.
Oh, boy, Mika. Boy, that was risky. Well, when you're rich and good-looking like him, you can take more chances than the average people. But
we have to play very conservatively.
Broke, ugly guys like me, we got to do something real conservative there. Well, he's got a good layout now, but he definitely took a chance there that I guarantee made him his heart skip a beat there.
It's not that easy either, because even though the 5 goes to do anything with the cue ball means you got to hit downward on it.
Yes.
And once again, if you go split-minded, you can end up rattling it. So
that's right.
Got to be real committed. The 14's a good next break shot, though, if he gets to that point.
You look at a wreck like this, it's like, well, what's the deal? He wants to let the orange 5 in, but he'd end up getting trapped up with the 8. So to make the 5 and get shape, you'd have to punch it, and you don't want to punch anything. See, he went with a pocket speed, used the sideboards, very intelligent choice there. The 10 is laying very awkward. You want to get... People think that's a good key ball. That key ball isn't worth $1 because you have to fall on it in a tiny little position to get right for the 3.
Now Mika shot the 6, and now he's going to play the 15 as his break shot.
24.
Or maybe not. Maybe he's going to go with the 3.
Well, I'll tell you, I kind of like going 5, 7, 10, and then use the 3 or the 15 as the key ball. There you go, like that.
Looks like he does too.
Yeah. Danny DiLiberto taught me this a long time ago. He said you can leave them both as break balls. They both become key balls, and you can pivot. Now, he got a little straight on this 10 here. And you can kind of tell he's not too happy with that.
Mika really displays his emotions throughout. You always know.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't blame him for that because Mika gets a bad rap. He's a very good guy. He's a very likable guy. But he's hard on himself when he plays and gets negative, and which comes off as, it's not as likable of demeanor as maybe. Yeah. But Mika's a good guy and he's very likable. I don't I don't begrudge him for that. I kind of do the same thing, and of course, I think I'm the nicest person in the world. So
I think most of the listeners would agree.
yeah, but no, but
You
I
are
mean,
fun.
when I play, I just really wear my emotions on my sleeve, and it's not good. Oh, good shot there. He had to hit that perfect. Now he can kind of stun slide over. You want to go to the rail and out. Use the rail as a speed guide. Oh, he stayed in the triangle. He was straight in. Good shot. I thought he had some angle.
What?
Yeah, he just left the cue ball in the triangle there.
But
He should let yeah.
It's not up to him to determine if it's in the rack.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. This is, I mean, in case you think those other break balls were missable, what about this one? Those other shots were like 9-irons. This is like about a 4-iron right here.
Yeah. That was a little casual there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he was well within the rack, so I think he just figured, Melling and would never say anything.
Yeah.
I really do
I'm
wish.
just saying, you would know better than the referee will hand you the ball.
We got Kenny Schumann reffing, doing a nice job as usual.
I'm going to award ball and hand to myself. I'm good looking and I deserve it.
Yeah, I deserve it. People like me. All right, Mika's got to make a good strike right here. Got to hold still, follow through. It just looks so easy from home, but trust me, this is missable.
Yeah, leaving it in the stack gives you some distance, but you get the perfect angle.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Good
Confidently
shot.
struck.
Oh, yes, hit it great. Now, you could shoot the 14 and then go the 6 and go into them, but there's not a lot of insurance there.
If the 1 goes in, he didn't play for it.
The 1 goes by, yeah, the 1 would be good.
Then you could have the 4 as an insurance ball. You could go in there pretty hard.
Yes.
He's going after the 6.
Well, again, with as slidey as the table is, you figure to get a shot.
But no insurance ball now.
No, and going forward or drawing, it can go towards the corners. We'll see. One way to find out. Spaghetti. Wow.
That's really the reason he should have worked harder on the initial shot to get that 1. But this is not classic.
No, and this is not an easy shot. This is a lot of pressure here. I mean, the match is real close. I would hate to have to shoot the. Wow, he just rolls it right in. What a shot!
What a shot!
I mean, really, that is just a great shot under the gun. Could have caught the point quite easy. Such great players, these guys. I watch these guys all week, all these top pros, and it's just unreal how good they play.
Well, you were one of them.
Well,
I watched you. Smitty, you're a humble guy, but Derek and I were up watching you and just enjoying every minute of it. You were making shots from all over the table.
Yeah, I was, and you get to play for 7 days. You get really dialed into the equipment, and so you get to see these pros in their top form. It's fun to see because I'm a Pull fan myself.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
I mean, it is. It's inspiring, and it lets me know that this is the level that we're capable of. So let's get with it. Oh, stop.
I'm not sure where he was going there.
The table's real fast, and it's easy for it to get away from him. But now he's going to scramble.
Yeah, the 13 is going to be a problem. If he's going to use the 8 as a break shot, he needs to get on that 13. If he could get...
I think what he's going to do is shoot the 11-5 or 11-1. Let's get rid of those. You got this. Oh, my goodness. Is he going around 3 rails? Well, he is just way braver than me. I would have hated to have to do that.
You just don't want to be moving the cue ball constantly.
I mean, but sometimes, you have to. He couldn't do much else, but he has to make a great shot here. Kind of stuck on the rail. I mean, you'd have to... Oh, he's shooting a 1 ball. Boy, this is missable. He might even have to hit this with a little right English. What a shot. Straight shooting Jesse. He took a little tougher shot so that the rest of the rack is easy. Now he can shoot... he could probably shoot... Well, I would think...
I think he's thinking 3, 12, 4.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but I like the 8 and then the 5 and then the 3 and then just take the lower break ball. But the 8 has got an angle. Yeah, so you'd have to let the cue ball fall to the right an inch off this 8, and then that makes the orange more difficult. So he's got some choices here. pocket speed this. Just shoot it soft and smooth. There you go. He has that nice sense of when to pocket speed the ball.
2 cushions around
Yes,
to get
nice.
on the
And
5.
make sure you're not on a rail here. Try to get out off the rail. Perfect.
Well, he's going to get a little straight on this, so he's probably just going to follow 1 rail. I was thinking he wanted the 2 cushion position.
Right. Yeah, it depends. I think he'll go 1 rail here. All about he went 2. That's perfect. That's going to come up nicely. Good shot.
A great shot. He had a little more angle than we thought from here.
Right, exactly.
Because he eased that over there. He didn't have to punch it. So
yeah, exactly. Nice out there. He made some great shots and really held his composure. So very impressive out.
You know, John Schmidt and I did a player review of one of his straight pool matches, and this has been a few years ago. But it was the most insightful, instructive narrative, and I've played straight pool all my life, and I learned 5 things from that.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm
sincerely
flattered to hear that because
really
I just over time playing all the best players and practicing, you just kind of figure it out over time, and nothing gives me more of a kick than when I'm not used to having a guy like you say that, but when I teach people pool and I improve their game, I get a kick out of that.
So, there's little details and nuances that you described that I had not considered previous to that, and I played a lot of straight pool. So. Anyway, thank you, John, for sharing that. Much appreciated.
Well, he made a great shot there, and he hit it just with the right speed and spin for the cue ball to get good results. Most of the time, it's not an exact science, that break ball. So he's got to deal with the 4 and the 7, the pink 4 and the brown 7 there. That's going to be a big issue when you go.
It's right now.
Yeah, that's right. Get rid of them right now. Nice shot. And this is when you start talking about unlocking lanes, removing balls that block other balls. He's got a lot of options here. You want to avoid inside English so you don't get a skid. You just want to just make everything look nice and easy and soft. He's going to push the 10 down an inch or 2, just like that. Perfect.
46.
You have to shoot the 6 next. Little inside English there. Okay. And he might have overran his mark, but that's good. Once you get rid of this, now you've opened things up. You see how soft everything's going in? And you really can lean on pocket speed and straight pull and do well.
See, like a lot,
like a lot of guys right here would try to do a lot with this ball. You could stop your ball and shoot the 11. Nothing. I'm not questioning what he did there. It's fine. But with the new cloth, you could pocket speed that 11 up in the corner and never miss it. You're never going to miss it. And now he has to just graze this 10 over a couple more inches or come up and shoot the 1, get above this 10 like that, get rid of that 1.
That was the customary round of applause at 50.
Yeah, nice shooting. Now at the end, you can go 7, 3, 10. Perfect. Okay, now he has to make a good positional shot from the 6 to this 13 so he can fall on the 7 correctly. Good shot. Perfect. I mean, this guy here just knows how to play. That's all there is to it. Anybody that would say he doesn't play straight pull correctly is just wrong. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
The background noise that you hear was Efren Reyes winning a 9-ball match over there. He's still operating. We're down to the last
he's tough.
10 or something.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we're top. It's way up there.
Boy, Mika worked his way through this rack so nice.
That
Beautiful
was
play.
Yeah, it really was.
Notice every single ball except one when it just dribbled in at like 3 miles an hour. Yeah. You can run 50 hammering the balls around. You cannot run 350 hammering the balls around. So always remember that.
68-57 is our score now.
Yep. Mika's
pushed out in front. It's been a while since we've seen Chris Melling at the table.
Well, now Mika's a massive favorite from here with the score and the table conditions. I mean, he would win, I don't know, 7 or 8 games out of 10 from this position going to 125. So, Mika's asking a question about something. Oh, he's telling him to hold the camera still while he's shooting or something.
Mika 68, Chris 57, Mika's on a run of 56. 10 balls.
Well, if I was in as good a shape as Mika, I would love cameras pointed at me, so I don't know what he's sweating there, but He doesn't want him to like move the boom up and down. Oh, look at this.
That was
Mika,
weird.
you gotta hit. I mean, you work out every day. You can't hit him harder than that.
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to hit those harder than that, and
I do
I
too,
think
yeah.
he'd be the first to admit that he's maybe should add a little pace to it there.
Yeah, he's gone into the balls lightly on the break shots almost every time, except for the time that he missed it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way he plays, but the break shot, I just have always been a fan. Torsten and I talk about it. It's like you got a chance to open all 15 balls up. Why not go for it? Right now.
Torsten lays into his break shots.
Oh yeah, he does. Now the only time you maybe wouldn't. Oh, and that cost him. Wow, he can.
Wow. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, I know that is just a disgusting feeling. Because with these conditions, hitting them soft, the break shot, you really would figure to get some open balls, So he's shocked that happened in itself.
But when you fall on it that well, you can go ahead and add
and
some pace, so
right.
you don't have to rely on the slickness of the
only
table.
time you wouldn't, in my opinion, would be like if Chris is on a foul and you only need like 11, and you just figure as long as I don't go in the pocket, that's the only way I could lose. So you can get stuck in the pile and take a foul. But that wasn't the case here. And now Mika might not shoot again. And if he loses this match, I promise he'll wish he hit that break a little harder. And I'm not questioning his game.
Right.
I just think that you can open him up. Go for it. But, there's been many matches where I've hit the break shot hard and it cost me the match and he hit it easy. And maybe he won the match because he didn't scratch. So, it's just sometimes not going to work out, and it's just the way it goes. But
Yeah, the balls don't cooperate.
no, sometimes. But then, as straight as he shoots, he could have lagged that ball on the side, too, and it didn't go. And Melling's, I'd have to say, a favorite from here now. Well, he's absolutely the favorite. I mean, a world-class player needing 40 balls on a table that plays perfect.
But we're going to 125.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you need 60 at least. Shot, position. If the 15 goes, he might shoot it here, but
It looks like it's...
no real insurance. You got to just hope they open up right.
Apparently it does go, or else it's the 13.
Well, what I like doing here instead of following is stun and... Oh, the 13. Okay, now they'll open. I didn't realize that went by. Good shot. Good shot. Well, the one's the break ball mark unless something changes. He's going to bump the 6 into it right here, possibly. Okay, nice. Cue ball. Yeah, I think he's going to go with the
better
one.
break shot.
Do you? Is it
Well,
usable?
I would have to shoot the 11. He's not even thinking that way, so... He's thinking about using the 2.
Chris, no, you really want to use the 1, right, Mark? The 1's laying better. The 2 is quite high. But, I mean, you got to shoot the 1 to get back in line.
And I don't mind the 2 ball if I'm in the side pocket to shoot it, but I don't care for it from up high because you just trim across the top of the 2 balls.
I mean, he's going to try to go 15, 11, 8, 3, 2, but you could go 8, 3 at the end and break. It's not ideal, but, I mean, it's this 2 ball is just really high. I don't like these high break shots. Uh-oh.
You know, the other shot he had there, I sometimes try to knock the 8 up by the side pocket and use the side pocket. I don't mind doing that either.
That's right. They take a stab at it. Sometimes it'll get in a funny position. Sometimes it works perfect. You have to, to win pro tournaments, you have to show a little gamble and do some extraordinary things. You have to make things happen sometimes, and sometimes it's not going to work out. So Chris is going to try to fall on this 3. This is where your position play has to be so good. In all other pool games, the position gets easier throughout the rack, and ours it gets harder because you have less balls to get back in line with. Now he's got to follow down to the end rail and come up just right. Wow, that's a good shot. Maybe a foot short of where he wanted, but that's a good shot.
Well, this will work then.
Yeah, make sure he's got angle.
One of the things that when I began, I used to get some of the finer points educated to me by Sailor Racine.
Great player, sure.
And he always emphasized to me the importance of hit the guy with a big number right out of the gate in the first 3 innings. Okay, now that sounds like, of course, run out. But the point was, that if you get it psychologically embedded in your mind that I'm going to hit him with a big number, big number, big number, big number, then when you go out there and you start to make it happen, because there's that urgency, because he might hit you with a big number before you get back, and it's amazing how many more times I made it happen with that in mind, that it was just a psychological thing, but it was important.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy here is so tough.
This shot.
I mean, he just, oh my goodness, and he's going to scratch maybe. Oh, yep. Wow.
Brutal.
This match is so interesting because we've had a lot of errors, a lot of unlucky rolls.
And look at this.
Now Mika can take a foul here because Chris just fouled. Yeah, I'm curious to see. Now here's where Mika has an advantage because Mika knows what to do here. He'll take a foul correctly. He'll remember, obviously that Chris just fouled, although that's kind of an easy one. But
Mika's pretty aggressive himself, though.
Yeah,
he might try to fan in this 12 ball.
And as straight as he shoots, what the heck?
I don't think he'll want to take a foul.
Oh.
In the years I've watched him,
Right.
if there's any hope at all of shooting rather than defense, looks like he's setting up like he does. No, he's looking back. He's definitely going to go.
Well, if I was going to take a foul, I would just shoot it right over against the rail where he's standing at and block the 12. Yeah, take a foul to. Well, he's shooting the 12.
Yeah,
wow, this is gutsy. Wow, he shot that in like it was a BB through a hula hoop. I would have been scared to death to shoot that. That was a good shot under the gun, man.
Boy, it was.
That was a good shot under the gun.
Well, you said it yourself.
Yep.
If you're going to win a pro tournament, you got to take a little chance.
You got to take a little chance, and hats off to him there. Even if he would have missed it, I would have said, hey, you showed the courage to shoot it, and that's more than a lot of players will do. I would have taken a foul, I guess.
Super firepower, though.
For sure.
Now he's playing the combination.
Oh, boy, this is kind of gutsy, too.
Off angle.
Oh, my goodness.
You got it.
Missed it. Boy, I tell you.
One ball.
Okay, now the 6 is really tangled up. He'll probably shoot I would have shot. Yeah, now he can shoot the 5, then the 2, go into the 8 lightly.
Yeah.
Get rid of the 6.
Multiple insurance balls over there with the 3 and the 15 and 14.
That's right. Now, you can do it here. Yeah, just get rid of the 0. Oh, Mika, a little short there. No, this is okay. Just pocket speed the 8.
But he could have worked a little harder and made a better effort at this.
Yeah. Well, I like the style of really not running into it. Just playing shape on it and getting rid of it and don't disturb the balls. Kind of classic straight pull. Pocket speed. His table's playing so nice. A couple options here. You can shoot the 3 and the 13 would maybe improve the 15 a touch. Just kind of stun into the 13. Yeah, it improved the 15 some. That was a good shot.
Didn't need to hit it that hard, though. I don't like to move it away from the stack that much.
You're right. It can go over against that rail. But that was productive. I mean, he can probably wiggle his way through the rest of these balls pretty good. He's kind of jacked up over this 13. Got to hit the 14 with inside English to get on the 6. Now, the pattern at the end is a 6, 13, 15. So he wants to take the rest here and play shape on the 10, which is a nightmare because you can miss the ball. Make sure you don't foul, obviously. And this is this is where Melling would be a favorite because he's more comfortable with the rest. Mika probably doesn't use this thing 7 times a year. I don't blame him. I mean, we just shoot left-handed, use the extension. Good shot. Oh, he even put spin on it. That was a gutsy shot. When I lag him in left-handed, I just use 12 o'clock on the cue ball and just hope,
Right.
Yeah, that was a good shot he made there. Oh,
yeah.
Mika.
No pause, just kind of.
Oh, that was fatter than my ex-wife. Oh, my God. That was not going to get it, Mika.
She was a heavy woman.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this makes the game more interesting anyway.
This is the darndest match I've ever seen. 125-point game, and two guys in just the zenith of their ability, just having all kinds of trouble. I just kind of find that so fascinating. It's like when the pro golfer shoots 78 one day and 64 the next. It's like, it's just, as a competitor, I find that so interesting that I'm not the only one that just struggles at times, Oh, Mika's got to just be disgusted. That was a missable ball, but, I mean, he's just such a premier player that, you're almost shocked when he misses anything.
Well, I mean, you look at all the other shots he made in that rack. That was the easiest of the bunch.
Look at this.
Melling, the side spin trickled off, and so now he's very straight. So Mika's not going to have to pay the ultimate price.
Can you believe that? I mean, Melling gets up and just runs 10 and gets straight in. It's like, yeah. It is amazing how hard it is to run balls when it's against an opponent. Like a guy like me, I just play it for fun. And then once a year, I try to run the balls when an opponent's sitting in the chair, and it's like a totally different scenario. I mean, if Melling was in a garage by himself, like he would have just, got perfect on this ball. The pressure can really change things.
He probably doesn't know the stop shot safety and playing to the 12.
Well, he's got so many of the European guys as his friends. He looks like he's going into the pile with high left off the back rail. Holy cow. Look at this. Oh, man. That did not roll off.
That's how straight he was, too, because that hit the heart of the pocket. He was relying on hitting the side of the pocket at high velocity.
And now he's painted himself into a corner.
He could have stopped it right there and had the perfect spot to play safe from.
Yes, Mika's probably going to outmove him from here because Chris doesn't really, I don't think he knows the safety from here. There is no safety from here. He has to take a foul behind the rack. Okay. Oh, is he trying to hit the balls? Oh, my God, don't do this, Chris. Oh, Jesus, I can't believe he shot that.
Well, we said that he'd probably be lacking on the tactical side.
But he did hit this perfect to where this is as tough of a shot as he could have left Mika, a guy who's just missed his last shot. So, and this shot doesn't carry position. Even if he manages to make this, it's going to be all he can do to land on the other side of the 12.
Well, it'd be easy to get tied up in the stack here.
It'd just be easy to hit this right into the rail, too. Wow. He hit it pretty good. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Tried to do something.
Yes. Boy, Chris got off the hook here.
And Melling has to be delighted to have not have to pay a big price.
Yup.
Melling's laughing. He knows that he's escaped death here.
I think this is one of the most interesting games of straight pull I've ever seen. I just...
Well, then you should come watch me play.
Man.
He says, what is he doing?
Oh, no. I mean, I've had many games that look just like this where nothing I do works, and you'd look at me and go, there's no way this guy's ever run 400. He can't run 40. I mean, so... it happens, and it's probably inspiring for the viewers. These guys struggle and are human just like anybody else. Good shot there. Now he's going to follow through this. This is a tough little shot, but the stack should open. You can follow this off the balls in the side pretty easy, too, though.
Yep.
I mean, I've had this in a lot of runs right here.
Good call.
Just like that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just, when you win the match, you don't remember that almost scratching, but that could have changed things, obviously. Oh,
why is he going?
And he's jacking up. I mean, that
was a little bit mindless there.
Well, I mean, maybe I guess the 3 didn't go by, but if the 3 goes by or the 10, obviously you shoot that. So that's a testament, though, to how confident he is, how good he's playing. He just doesn't think anything of shooting a shot like that. Boy, I know the disgust Mika's feeling right now. It is just so painful when you just are just giving away a match. And this is a big match. I mean, this is $6,500 for first, the prestige and the title. I mean, Mika's a love straight pull like me, and so I know he wants to win this badly. And just gut-wrenching.
Well, part of it is, I mean, other than this time of year, these guys...
Yeah, we get like one or two... We get one chance to snap. I've been in the finals of this 3 times and dog my brains out every time. I might never win it now. You know, because now everybody plays it so good, I might never win the thing.
It's ready. You might win it multiple times. Oh, we're in front.
Yeah, there is a faint line drawn around the rack. And none of the ball. There you go. Now you can see that Chris just nudged that out of the rack, and that's very good.
The
Yeah,
9-ball looks good for a break shot.
yeah.
Is he going up and getting the 3?
I would possibly get the 3 there. Well, okay. Now I would shoot the 14-3 and then get close to my work. I'd go 14-3, like 4, and then the 4-6-13, because they're so close to each other, they kind of lend themselves to position. You don't have to, you get out of line by an inch, you can use the other one and vice versa. That 3 ball is in a very unhelpful position. I mean, you can leave it. It's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal sitting there. But hard to question a guy that's playing this good. I mean,
right.
I would even think that you could roll forward and push the 9 down 2 inches. You're straight in on the 14. Well, no, you wouldn't be straight in. Now, don't do that. Stun up above it here. Yeah, good shot. And he's going to be okay.
Got to pull the cue ball back
pull
a little
the cue
bit.
ball back an inch, maybe just there. And this will work. Nothing wrong with this. But, you have to hit a good shot here to get just right. And I'm always looking for a way to, like, child-proof the shot. You know what I mean? Nice shot there.
I thought he was getting too straight.
No, he hit it just great.
He kicks the cue back a mile and then kind of
something right. Takes a huge backswing and then just touches it. Well, this event, anybody at home thinking to themselves, I should come to the Derby and check it out. Unbelievable entertainment. There's been one-on-one matches that you cannot believe. There's been the typical drama that you'll see. I don't want to name names, but it has been one exciting event. A lot of great play. And if you're a fan of pool, I think you would really enjoy this. And the qualifying thing, watching these guys just rip off hundreds every other shot up in the qualifying room was
pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the saying is, in the matches, well, why do you miss that ball? Because you can't buy another ticket. Like in the qualifying, you could just buy more tickets and there's less pressure. This is, you got one shot at it.
Nice break shot there by Melling.
Beautiful.
He's playing for 37 balls from here.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a different outlook on competition. I say, hey, at the beginning of the tournament, would you have been happy Mika to get in the finals and lose and get second? At the beginning of the tournament, I guarantee you'd take that. But once you get to that position, you want to play perfect and win. But they've both had a great event. They should be pretty pleased. Although Mika's not going to be happy with this match, win or lose. It's been a successful week, I would say, for him.
Mm-hmm.
Did better than I did. I know that.
And it always stings on the day that you lose, but the next day when you go to the bank with second place check, it starts to feel a little better.
That's right. Yeah, it's better. Second's better than third every time. So he's got to deal with the 15-3. The 1 is laying for a break ball, I believe. He's got a lot of problems to get through this rack.
All right. Chris in the past has shown a little willingness to go into balls without insurance balls in a non-traditional way, but this is not the time for that.
No, definitely not.
And it really, what we've seen in this, just like we thought might happen, the table's been turned over on unforced errors.
Unbelievable amount of times, right.
Unlike regular classic straight pool where it's safety, safety, safety. When was the last time we even saw a safety? I don't remember.
They're just going.
The opening break?
Well, they know that the table's playing so nice and so kind of wide open that, you've got to probably lean more towards the offense. But there's a time and a place for ducking. And I saw a couple spots where maybe they could have played a little more tentative. But Bobby Hunter taught me a long time ago, and of course I haven't been able to do it because it's not my nature, but he said, you want to play wide open and every tournament be real aggressive at all games. And what'll happen is when it's your turn and the stars align, you will win. It'll happen, but just play wide open every week, and when it's your turn, it's your turn. Of course, I haven't done that, but that's what he told me.
You will be getting your turn.
That's right.
Hey, 11-ball break shot into the side?
Oh, no, I like the No, I'd go 2, 15 at the end. I'd go 3, 11 in the side, 14, just like that. Now roll forward. I'd go 11 side, 14, 2, 15, and I think that's what he's going to do. What you called would have been fine too, but I think this is laying a little better, a little
Maybe
easier.
so.
Yeah.
He's certainly getting to it easier.
Yeah. Now he's got to hit a good shot here. You got to get real nice on the deuce.
Yeah, you don't
and he
wanna
didn't get there. Oh,
you don't
boy.
want to be thin on this ball.
He's got to go another inch or two. Now this shot has to be turned in with left English at like 1 mile an hour to hold shape. This takes a real light right hand. Super slow follow through. Great shot. Oh, that was a good shot.
Oh, boy, it was.
That was precision.
Terrific angle. Well, he's needing 24 balls, yeah.
What's always helped me on those type of shots, and maybe straight pulls kind of burnt it into my muscle memory, but I try to hold the cue, especially on that shot, super light so that I can just rock the cue back and through the cue ball without any of that little flinchy muscle move where you overhit the ball.
Right.
On most shots, you can grip the cue tighter, but right there, that little position shot, hold the cue as light as possible. I think you'll find you'll have good results. Kenny's going to clean the cue ball.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Smart. I used to complain about that, and now everybody's doing that. Like I said, they do it in snooker. When I'd want the balls cleaned, the players thought I was being a weirdo, and now it's starting to kind of take hold that you don't want a ball to skid.
Right.
You don't want to do it every third shot, but. So now this break shot, you can't really hit it with high inside or high outside and get away from the pile. There's going to be some luck required here to get a shot and not scratch, because this cue ball is towards the back rail 1 or 2 inches too much for this to be ideal. This cue ball a lot of times, Mark, will actually, it will just go right in the corner. I mean, as well as these balls open, though, I predict, he'll get a shot, but most of the time this would be a nightmare break shot.
He's focused on ball pocketing.
That's right.
Good
Barely
speed.
made it. Ooh.
No, but good speed.
Yes,
the speed
right.
really
Pocket,
saved him.
that's right. The pocket speed was smart.
Cue ball checked up in front of the corner pocket. That's a nice, reassuring ball to
Santa's
have.
little helper right there. He can get through this rack most likely. Okay. I get rid of the 5. See, you kind of want to get rid of all these stragglers. Yeah, shoot the 5-14, then the 3-1, then the 6. Well, actually, the 6 you'd have to chip into the balls, but you'd have the 11. Yeah, I think that'd be okay.
I would have tried to get rid of the 3 there if I could have.
Well, yeah. Maybe the 3 doesn't go by or something. No, it goes by.
He's all right.
Yeah. If I could have fallen on the 3 there, I definitely would have chose that. But he's got to go with what he's comfortable with. Now this rack is getting away from him a little bit here. He doesn't. He has to, first of all, shoot a missable shot right here. He wants to hold for the 6 so we can go into the 7-8 off the 6. But I mean, you can miss this ball. Good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, now he's back in line.
33.
Draw into the 7, but the cue ball can go to the back rail here. You got to be careful. Okay, good shot.
He needs 11 beyond this rack to win the match, so he does need a break shot.
Oh, yeah, he's squared away here pretty good. I'd like to see him get rid of... Well, I'll tell you what. Now, what I do here is I shoot the 4, 7, 8, and when I shoot the 8, I come up and graze the 11.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, I mean, you can use the 13. Yeah, the 13's okay. It's a little high. Let's go with the 13. You got to get rid of that 9 ball soon, though. That 9 ball is just laying terrible.
Did you know George Fells, Smitty?
Sure.
Yeah, he was a good guy. And
Great guy, yeah.
It's a delight that in his passing we can still have a tournament named after him. And remember, he loved straight pool.
Oh, he sure did.
Wrote a lot of great articles. He was always very friendly to me.
No, he was a good guy.
He talked about playing in his underwear in a high-rise building in Chicago.
I read that.
$100. I always envisioned that some kind of, I don't know, Sears Tower or something. Yeah, the apartment.
Yeah, really.
Sounded like a good life.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, come on up to the middle. There you go. Good shot. Oh, that was smart. Get rid of that ball.
Oh, Melling needs 14 balls from here.
Well, this is a little tricky. Your cue ball is going to lay on the rail. Oh, this could be messed up right here. Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm kind of
this is not easy, Mark. Look, he has to really stroke through this with follow a fraction of right English.
Right.
This is totally missable.
Here's the thing. Just don't miss.
Wow, what did
whether
he
you
just
get
do there?
whether you get a break shot or not, just don't miss.
Okay,
and play
that was-
safe
that
and
was nice.
gunfight.
Yeah.
You know, just don't let Mika back with a wide open table.
Yeah, he hit that nice there. Just got up above the 12 enough.
Gotta get some
Slide up
effective
with it.
backspin here. He
Good
overcut
shot.
it. No.
Good shot. Yeah, he did hit it a little thinner than he wanted, but he got perfect.
Scared me. Mm-hmm. But look at this. This is perfect. He's close.
Good shooting.
Oh, yeah. Drifts the cue ball out there. He's examining. He likes it.
Melling is a massive favorite to win the tournament.
Yeah. Really, a big component of it is just getting off this break shot, making it and getting the rack open, getting the cue ball off the stack, and then it's totally him. Mm-hmm. There you see Jason Shaw and Darren Appleton sitting in the crowd. Along with Mike Pinoza. All three of them down there.
Chris 113, Mika 79.
One more good shot. You could hit this with follow. You could hit this with draw.
I'm a fan of follow.
I'm
here
a
when you
fan
get
of
those top
follow.
two.
Yep, I'm a fan of follow.
Comes across the top and then kind of hooks into the side rail on the opposite end.
Oh, he's drawing
draw.
it. This can go right in the side pocket.
And the balls don't open as well.
Oh, and he just babied it in there. Boy. And got no shot.
Yeah, trouble.
You guys, this table plays nice. You got to just hit them a little bit and they open. Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
A little too careful, I think.
He doesn't get a shot, and Mika might get back to the table. Is this the most dramatic finals you've ever seen? I mean, this...
Melling's going balls to the wall, cut that 11 in. I can just feel it. He's got the one to help him, and he just...
Well... oh, you mean shoot the 11? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? Yeah, you probably would with the one there. But even then, it doesn't carry shape.
Right.
It might not carry shape.
I'm just saying the way he plays.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
He's not ducking. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
playing safe.
He might
That's out.
bank the 9 on the side or something. He don't
Yeah.
care. He's just going. This is unbelievable.
He knows it's a tough shot, too.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me up here to commentate this because I wouldn't have believed this if I seen it, that this table would produce so many tough layouts and misses. And here we go. The whole tournament on the line, a week of play. Wow, what a shot. Oh, my God, it hung up. Can you believe that?
Oh, he's sick.
Oh, man.
Timeout now.
Oh, my goodness. This is, to all you straight pull fans out there, I've seen a lot of straight pull, and this, I'll remember this one. This is unreal.
Immonen at the table, everybody. We're back. Mika needs 46 balls. Meanwhile, Melling 9 away. Disappointed that he had turned the table over with an open layout, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we practice straight pull, all we talk about and think about is 100, and then you get in a match, you go, I'd sell my soul for 46 ball run right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's, well, you know, Mika's thinking, I've run 46 like a million times, but can I do it right now? I love this drama. This is really, really fun to watch and interesting from a player's perspective to see two great players just struggle their brains out and how they handle it.
This is interesting, you know, because what's he even? Oh, he's going rail first. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, this is a total battle of wills and concentration. He's in trouble. I mean, this is not easy.
No, it isn't.
I don't even know what he's supposed to do here, Mark, except...
Can he get to a position he can cut the 15 in? I don't know.
I'll be honest. I might consider shooting the 4 on the side if I can. I don't think he could do that, really. I don't know. He's in a bad spot. Now, the 4 on the side is way more difficult than it looks from up here. From above the table, cut shots look easy, but they're actually more severe when you're at the player's perspective.
And he's going after the 15.
Oh, that was a good shot. He had a tiny window to fall into.
And then he's got to play for the 4 next, right?
The 4, well, yeah, I don't see what else he could do.
I just don't think he can hold it for the 2.
He's using the rest, which is not his forte. He hit it with inside, overran his mark.
He might have the 2, though. I think he's got the 2 still, yeah.
Oh, this is so dramatic. What a
now
match.
He's got to go after the 15 or the 5 with the cue ball here.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to hit the 2 with high right English and go up into the 9-3 with speed. You don't want to have to do that.
I was thinking he was just going to roll up
just
under
roll
the
up
5.
and go into it light.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. And stuck. Now he's got a ball on the side. He got fortunate there.
No, he did not. Oh, the 4, you mean?
Or the 12
12?
ball?
No, I don't think so.
No? Oh,
No,
my
he's
gosh.
in a bad spot.
Can you believe this game?
Well, you can't just sail it in there. That's why I
No.
say you should just roll up on the 5,
Yep.
play the 14. Then you can end up playing safe and get out of this.
Oh, man, I cannot believe this is the damnedest game of straight ball I've ever seen. And the finals, too. It's not like it's just, first round. Mika will remember this match.
It all started with the opening shot on the hanging 11 ball when he didn't do anything productive. And I'm not faulting him because it wasn't easy, but that's what set up this emotion.
He's going to take a foul.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, Chris. Now you got to take a foul, too.
Yeah, Chris won't probably do that.
Make sure you're not already on one. Oh, yeah, no. Chris might thin off the balls and try to go to the back rail, but just take a foul right there.
Chris is not on a foul because he hung up the 11.
Okay, Mika's in big trouble here.
Having trouble taking a foul. There he did.
Okay, now Mika's going to take another one.
Yeah, Mika's not necessarily going to get the best of this.
Oh, no, Mika's in.
Oh, I know what he's going to do. Mika's going to end up.
He's going to do the 3 rail thing.
No.
He's going to try to come off the 3 back to the pile?
I think he's going to take a third foul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I would do here. And just re-break him and go from there.
Because he's going to get the worst of this. It's going to be hard to get.
This is a nightmare.
But Mika's not thinking about a third consecutive
Oh,
foul.
wow. You got to take a foul here. You just have to. Oh, my God, I cannot.
He's going to force Chris to shoot.
Oh, wow. He's going to try to go 2 rails and right up. Oh, he put that ball in the way of the pink. That was actually pretty crafty. You know what, Mark? That was pretty good
That's
from there.
decent, yeah. If he didn't feel like he could get that.
Right.
Okay. Now it looks like Melling's thinking about the 6 on the
he's
side.
got the 7 ball on the side.
Oh,
That was
the
an
7. I don't know
Mika
if
left him
it's-
a dead ball. Oh, boy. Well,
If it's dead.
yeah, I mean.
From here, I'm not
it
sure.
doesn't look perfect.
It's iffy. Well, he feels confident about it. So.
I think it's laying pretty close, bud. I believe it'll. Well, you got to look into this long now. There's some drama. I mean, the way things have been going, you have to figure it's going to miss, and Mika will be right back at the table.
He's calling it. Oh, the 6. What?
Oh.
He hit the. I'm not sure.
Oh, he hit the wrong ball. He was trying to make the combo, wasn't he? He wasn't trying to play the 6. Now we have a little discussion.
I have no idea.
Mika, I mean.
Okay. We can't really hear, but it was
Wow.
Nevertheless, an odd circumstance that it wasn't even.
Have you ever seen a finals like this? You do the finals every year. You've never seen nothing like this, have you?
No.
This is crazy.
This is a one of a kind.
This is a one-of-a-kind match. I'm glad we caught this on film because I wouldn't have believed it. I'm not saying they're playing bad because I never say that. These guys are phenomenal players. I just find it interesting that, they're just running 6 at a time, and it's on the easiest table of the whole event. This table plays easier than all the other tables. So just a fantastic thing for the viewers, especially the viewers out there that play and struggle and you feel like you can't run balls. I mean, this shows how hard this game is.
What do you think about 10, 5, 6, 13, 3, 7? I kind of fancy that. 10,
Yeah,
5,
I
6,
think he was trying to get on
13.
the 5 and he just came up way short there. But this is pretty good here. I mean, get on the 6 on the side next. Good shot. Okay, he's back in action. Then you can go 6, 13, 3, 7. Boy, poor Melling. I just cannot believe. Well, both of them have had just some terrible luck with them going into the balls. Good shot. Oh, no, he came up 1 inch short. He might not be able to stun this. Okay, he's okay. I thought he had to go into the brown maybe or something. Good shot.
Yeah, you get the stop
Okay, he
shot.
was perfect, yeah.
Just follow ahead there, 6 inches, he'll be fine.
Oh, I think just stun sideways like that, don't you, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
on that ball.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, just roll ahead.
Oh, yeah, just
Yeah.
roll ahead, yeah.
6 inches, he's all good.
This is the same shot that Melling just
It
had.
is.
But Mika will probably hit this kind of on the light side. But when you go into the very top of the balls, you can hit them kind of light, and figure to get a shot. But when you hit when you hit right into that 6 ball, you can't hit it light.
For
You
me,
get stuck there. I mean, I would have to shoot this with a little pace and some high spin.
I'm 12 o'clock.
And if you scratch, you scratch, but don't get stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he scratched. Oh, my God. This match has aged me like 7 years watching this, and I'm not even playing.
Look at Melling out of his chair. He's all
my
happy.
God.
Mika,
I have never.
that's an unusual one. Looks like the 5-7 is absolutely locked up in the side of the
This
pocket
is just
there.
the most dramatic straight pull I've ever seen. I love it. I feel bad for the players, though, because it's just too gut-wrenching to think you've won, then think you've lost, and think you've won.
Nope, Melling playing for 11.
Melling needs 11. Mika follows it right into the hole. That was so unfortunate because he shot it right. I mean, that's how you're supposed to shoot it. The one time the top pros have no idea what's going to happen is when they break them. I've always thought maybe straight pull or scratching on the break doesn't count because that's the only time that the top players are just guessing at what's going to happen. Well, we might get another chance to see this break shot. Now the cue ball's going to hit, kind of stop. Oh, my goodness. He put maybe too much topspin on it. Well, I think he shot it right. He just got really unlucky. Amazing. Can you imagine
What's
if
he doing?
Oh,
Look at
my
what
goodness.
he's
Oh,
decelerated
my
into that.
goodness. Yes, he has to make a
There's
little
no
bit.
reason to be
He
here.
has to make a shot here. Look at this. This is missable, believe me. This is jacked straight up.
Oh, he decelerated.
Oh, he rolled it right in there.
God, no
that
problem.
was pressure.
Good Lord.
Can you imagine if you would have told Melling at the beginning of this match, you're going to get like 9 offensive opportunities on a 125 game against a great player?
Yeah.
He would have been like, what?
Yeah.
And neither one of you are going to run 30.
Yeah,
Was there a 30-ball run?
Yeah, there was a 50-ball run.
Oh.
You got it. Mika, remember we had the
Oh, did he
customary
run
round of
50?
applause?
Okay,
50
excuse me.
something, yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's right. He did. Pardon me, Mika.
In between time, though, it was, wow, a lot of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Look at, no, okay, 11 ball.
Yeah, I got to shoot the 11, and with
Melling scares me every shot.
Yeah.
Now I can open them up here a little bit.
That is such a cool-looking stroke, though.
What? Oh,
That
we
big
want to
pause.
preserve the 5.
Yeah.
Now playing for 3.
Yeah, just do whatever it takes to just nibble off 3 here. Spin this in soft. Don't hit the pink. Oh, God. Oh, man, he could have kissed the 14 and scratched on the side. I just about had a heart attack.
Playing for 2. Chris Melling.
Boy.
What a character.
Oh, he's a beauty. Such a likable guy. What a great player, though. Wasn't obviously his best performance, but what a win.
It was fun.
Oh,
To scramble around. And,
man, Mika's got to be so bummed because Mika's such a great player. But that was fascinating to watch. I was thrilled to be a part of it. Thanks for having me, Mark.
Oh, thank you, Smitty. It's always a pleasure doing it with you. It livens up the booth, and your insights spot on, oftentimes forecasting exactly what needs to take place.
Yeah, that was really a match I'll remember. I've never seen a straight pull match like that.
All right, thank you, everybody. This has been another AccuStats presentation of World Class Pool. On behalf of all of us, so long for just a while.
The future of billiards training is here. Introducing the DigiCue, a small electronic coach that fits inside of a custom rubber housing and attaches to the butt end of any pool, snooker, or carom cue. Simply slide the DigiCue onto the butt end of your cue, push the power button, and then play the game of your choice. The DigiCue constantly monitors your stroke for inconsistencies and gives you immediate feedback by silently vibrating when it detects jab strokes, steering, body English or movement, standing up during your stroke. The DigiCue will force you to bear down on every shot. It will condition you to keep your head and body still during your follow-through, leading to a lasting improvement in the consistency of your stroke. The DigiCue comes in 3 different modes: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Get serious about your game. This is cue training evolved. Can you beat the DigiCue?
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with a revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.